We have on the line right now from Utica College, Dean of Diversity, Alane Varga. Alane, good morning. Tell us about what's going on this weekend.
Well, the Women's Resource Center is hosting the In Celebration of Women luncheon at noon in the Library Concourse. And what we are doing is celebrating Women's History Month. The theme is Nevertheless She Persisted, and so we're welcoming in filmmaker and documentarian Kai Dickens. It's open to the community and to students as well.
How difficult has it been over the years for women, and then how much has it changed?
Wow, that's a great question and broad.
It's broad.
I think that that there certainly have been changes over the many years that women have been really working to achieve equality in a variety of different places, and we have a ways to go. If you think about issues of gender equity in terms of reproductive choice, in terms of violence against women and girls, there clearly are issues where women and men together need to continue to work to make change. But I think that there's been a lot of attention paid and a lot of efforts to address those kinds of issues.
Yeah. Talk about the film. It's called 0 Weeks. Get into the film that she's produced.
Exactly, and 0 Weeks is one of those areas where we still have some work to do. 0 Weeks highlights the impact that a paid family leave policy would have in the United States for working mothers and fathers, and she illustrates this through a variety of different stories of people that she interviews, and we talk about the fact that the United States is one of the few developed countries in the world that does not have any form of paid family leave, meaning taking care of children, meaning taking care of relatives, if there's illness in the family. So for a variety of reasons, you are not guaranteed that you will not have to make a choice between being able to work and earn a living and taking care of family. Yeah.
We talk about some things. You don't have to be that old to remember, and maybe some of this stuff still does go on, but where sometimes an employer would not want to hire a woman because it's so costly. They tend to get pregnant, and then they have to take time off. And you don't have to go back that far to have experienced that.
No, you're absolutely right, and it's still happening, although a little more subtly today. Sometimes not as subtly.
Right.
We still have employers who are thinking about women that they hire in ways like, well, is she married? Is she not? Is she going to follow her husband? If her husband leaves, we've still got all of those kinds of assumptions that we make about who women are, what their roles in the family and the workforce are, and that plays out in a variety of ways in the work field. You're absolutely right.
Can I tell you that when I started I was a junior in high school when I started working in radio, and the rule was you would never play. I started in music radio. You never play two female artists back to back because the audience wouldn't want to hear that.
Wow.
You would never lead off an hour with a female artist. Ever, because the female they don't draw like the male artists draw. It's crazy, right?
Interesting.
That is 1981 in top 40 radio.
Well, even like 3 years ago, I think there was a country DJ that was national that got himself into a huge amount of trouble because he doubled down on that whole concept of saying, if I had my way, I wouldn't play, called them like tomatoes. Yeah. I wouldn't play any of those female country artists.
Crazy. Let's not forget Jerry Lewis, who said he's never met a female comedian who was actually funny. It's interesting. It's in all different career paths, and events like these really, I do believe, help. And not just to empower women, but also to teach everybody, I guess. So the event is coming up on Sunday, right?
Coming up on Sunday. The tickets are $15 for community members. You can get them at utica.youtube.com, and you do need to have tickets by tomorrow because we can't sell tickets at the door, and we need to estimate who's coming. And it's really just to cover the cost of the food. We want people to be able to come in, eat with us, and learn a lot. And students, Utica College students, come in for free. So that's Sunday at noon in the Library Concourse.
All right, Alane, thanks for the time. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Right.
Take care now.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Andrew knows my rule here is we never do two female guests back to back. So you can guarantee there's a guy coming up next. That's not true. It's amazing, though, right? 1980s, that wasn't that far ago.
No, it wasn't.
Long ago.